Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner. It's been one, two, three, three
Oh, thinks he's
weeks.
messy? You are not
It's
messy, La.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm almost Messi. I have almost the same length of hair as Prime Messi. So not only am I Messi, but over here we have David Bentley.
Yes. I make cars. It's not
What?
that Bentley. Not that
Different
kind
Ben.
of Bentley.
Wrong Bentley. Wrong Bentley.
Wrong Bentley.
This guy is thinking about cars. I say a footballer's name. He thinks about cars because he doesn't want to think about football, right?
No.
Because a certain team in the northeast. Look, it's been 3 weeks, guys, so we have a lot to catch up on.
We do.
I can preface this right. I'll get the results up. So since the last game, you beat the game since the last episode. You beat Tottenham.
We did.
You knocked Villa out the cup, which both
We
of us
did.
didn't think was going to happen.
No.
They went down to 10 men, right? No, yes. I
Yes.
can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think
They
so.
did. They did. You beat Karabag 6-1. Anthony Gordon's stat padded.
Yeah. That was always going to be an easy double leg, I think. But the way they
Yeah.
did it, fair play. But listen,
Mm.
that Anthony Gordon guy, he can only play striker in the Champions League. I can't. I'm skipping ahead a few times, but I can't have him playing at the 9 in the Premier League. It just doesn't work.
Different
That
game, man.
experiment, yeah,
Different
it doesn't
game.
work. You
Different
can
game.
play Anthony Gordon with his, he's got loads of pace, yeah, but you're playing him against plumbers and plasterers and stuff. Like they're not.
Azerbaijani plumbers.
One of their names is Danny Bolt, and that's
There you
just
go, mate.
across his shirt. Danny Bolt. Who is that? Who's Danny Bolt?
There you go.
Okay, and
Handyman.
it doesn't work. Gordon through the middle doesn't work. Voltamada in the midfield doesn't work. Joelinton on the left wing doesn't work. It's like I'm having deja vu with Ruben Amorim. It's like just play the players in their best
Where they're
positions, and
supposed to
you will
play.
get better results.
If only there was a case study, or a team that's done it. But you beat Karabag, you knocked them out, you beat them 3-2 in the second leg.
Yeah.
But you lost to City 2-1. Not
Mm-hmm.
too bad of a result, but you lost to Everton 3-2 at home. Now talk us through that. That is the game that we're going to be focusing on.
Yeah, we conceded first, obviously. I mean, not surprising. We tried to control the game, and Everton just sit back, know we can't create anything, and break on us. Pretty simple. We then score under the goal, right? So we've equalised to this point, and then, by the way, it was a fucking shit goal as well. Again, we just have no creativity in the goals that we make. There's just nothing about them. It's just like you watch the ball go in the back of a net, and you think, oh well. I'm glad it's gone in, but like we're very lucky. Like that shot massively deflected, or oh that was never going in, but someone's headed it in for us. So we get a goal back. You're thinking 1-1, great. We're gonna push on and smash these cunts now. Oh no, we've conceded after a minute. You're thinking, okay, you know what? That has happened at St James's Park a few times this season. It happened away to Marseille. I'm gonna say, you know what? It's fine. This Voltamada through in the centre of the park does work. Anthony Gordon at striker does work. Joelinton as a winger, it does work, and it will work. I just need Joe Willock in the middle. It's gonna work. Okay, so
Going to
then
work.
push on forward. I'm thinking, okay, 1-1. Oh, we've scored again. It's 2-1 now to them. What happened? And we're thinking, okay, maybe we can equalise this and get a point. Goal goes in. Jacob Ramsey, deflected shot again. I'm thinking, you cannot be fucking serious, man. We're not in this game. I said, we are losing. As soon as that ball went in from Jacob Ramsey. As
No,
soon as
Murphy's
that
the
ball
second
from
goal.
Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Murphy scored, I was like, we're losing this game. We've scored 2 deflections. We're losing this game. And what happened? We conceded. It was like 90 seconds after we scored again. We just capitulated.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of things to say. I said to you recently, if we came out of this busy March period with
February.
qualifying for the Champions League
Yeah.
quarterfinals, and then getting points at home to Sunderland and United, I think I said those were the
Yeah.
must wins. I don't really care about the FA Cup, okay? City are probably going to beat us in the FA Cup, let's be honest. But we have a chance here to go through to the quarterfinals and earn a lot of money for next season. And how that will affect our transfer budget then is really important if we're going to try and rebuild this squad from the bottom up. So just push forward as hard as you can in the Champions League. In my opinion, I think that's the next logical thing. But we said getting through to the Champions League is what we need. Everything else it's not really important. I didn't mean lose at home to Everton. I didn't mean that. Okay, that's not what you were supposed to do. And boos ringing out at St James's Park at full time. That doesn't happen often. There's Eddie Howe is loved by the Newcastle fan base, but he needs to be called out for his selection, his ability to he's a great manager, but what stops Eddie Howe from becoming an elite manager is the ability to set your team up to score goals. And he doesn't set his team up to score goals or create chances.
Yeah.
All of our chances are crosses and quick breaks. There's no actual creativity through the lines and link-ups. There's none of that. And you buy Voltemada, who's literally the epitome of one of those players who can sit in just on the defensive line, link up with players and make stuff happen. And he's just getting played in centre midfield because Eddie Howe doesn't have the tactical know-how to use him. And a lot of the Newcastle media, right, and the journalists will say, oh, Voltemada's a problem, where does he play? He's not strong enough to be a number 9. He's not big enough and versatile enough to be a midfielder. He's not good enough to be a number 10. And it's like they're scapegoating, Eddie Howe for Voltemada. And it's just the easy target. And there's no one talking about how shit Jacob Murphy is, how shit Anthony Gordon is, how shit Anthony Alanga has been. Jacob Ramsey has started coming into his position, and he's the only one. But he throws up halfway through the game and has to go off. Like, what happened? He came on after second time and just vomited. Right? Like, I don't know what happened. So then your player who's playing well... Yeah, it's just weird. I nearly missed it as well. I don't know. It's just they're never calling out Dan Burn for having stinkers. They're never calling out Kieran Trippier for having stinkers. They refuse
English,
especially Eddie Howe. Yeah, that's true. EDL Howe, right? But he refuses to criticize his leadership group, which is like Bruno, Jacob Murphy, Dan Burn, all these players. Right, who have been in the club a long time. He refuses to criticize them. Yeah, Pope. Fucking hell. Like,
Banana?
He's happy to, talk about how Voltemada's not had a great season starting up front and how they're trying to utilise him better. But when a question about Nick Pope gets asked and it's like, oh, what could you have done better? He says, oh, it's a really difficult one to break down that because, he's usually so consistent. And it's just like, just stop defending him and say he's had a howler. Like, you are too... It's too safe. It's too safe from Eddie Howe. And I'll finish this off. Obviously, we lost 3-2 at home. We usually batter Everton, but they've been good away this year, we have to say. They've been very good. Mm-hmm. I said, if we get to Champions League... quarterfinals and we keep and maintain league position, hopefully pushing for maybe even just a conference spot, right? If you can do that, I will give Eddie Howe another season because I will have faith there is progress in the sense of going deeper into the Champions League, which to be a big European club is the most important thing, to be competing in the Champions League. That's how you're going to get big players. That's how you're going to get more sponsors. That's how you're going to get everything. Okay, so that's the most important thing. If he can do that, go ahead, spend all the money this season, in this upcoming summer transfer window, change the squad, get some new faces in there, and I'll give you another year. If you don't get to the quarterfinals, if you don't beat Barcelona over 2 legs, it might be done for me. I might be off the Eddie Howe train. I like him. I just think at this point, we can do better.
Yeah, you can. I mean, we spoke about it in our last episode. Obviously, a lot's happened since, but you're now further away from the top five. You've fallen
Yeah, we're
further down the
12th.
table. 13th. 13th.
13th.
12 points
We
off fifth.
we didn't even finish 13th with Steve Bruce.
That is crazy.
Just letting you know
That is crazy. You're only 7 points off Brentford, who would be in
Yeah.
the Conference League spot. So that has to be that also has to be a priority, because if you don't progress in the FA Cup, and you make it far in the Champions League, you have all this money, but you will have all these players that will not want to come to Newcastle.
Exactly.
You need the European pole, so you've got to fight for that top 7, man. Or an FA Cup win, which is a lot more difficult than coming 7th. But something, because
you can see there's no pull right now, though. Like you saw in the summer, you saw João Pedro, Ekitike, Liam Delap.
Yeah.
Like all these players we wanted and we put out money for. Sesko, they all went to other places. And why is that? It's because, one, they're probably not going to get paid anywhere near as much as they would elsewhere. And two, other teams can just guarantee Champions League football. And, bigger sponsors, bigger contracts. It's as simple as that. And to get to that next level, your average wage bill has to go up. There's a direct correlation. So you have to sign better players. So we have to figure out what is going to be the best route forward to doing that. But I don't know. I right now, it feels like last season was day and night difference for both of our teams, especially like United this year. It's different team, completely different team. And that's been a team with a good rejuvenation, new face come in, change everything up. That's how quickly it can happen.
It can, man. If you get someone that understands the club and understands the best way to play the players, I don't know who that would be for Newcastle, but someone who knows the way, someone who knows how to play the right brand of football. The basics, man, because, again, we're not playing the most complicated tactical in the Carrillo if he's here. Nah, man. We're just playing a 4-2-3-1. Everyone's winning their duels, attacking when we need to attack, staying where you need to be when we're defending. That's it. That's it. And also leaning a bit on individual brilliance. Because, obviously we've got more individuals than you that can win a game. But you've still got players that you can, if you're like, okay, here, it's the 80th minute. It's 2-2 or whatever the hell it was. Go and do something. Win me the game.
I mean, you saw it was 3-2. Did you see that Tonali shot?
Yeah. Pickford,
and
man.
Pickford save.
Difference, man. Pickford and Pope. That's the difference,
He lives for that
man.
shit, bro. He
loved it, man. But that's why every time I doubt that he's not good enough to be England's number 1, he does shit like that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. He's a big game player, to be fair.
Yeah. No.
He never fumbles, in a big, important game, I don't think.
Yeah. No, he's decent. He's decent. But you guys need a major clear out, man. And Nick Pope, that brother's been washed for almost a whole year now.
Bring in Trafford, bro. Bring in Trafford.
You should be doing everything to get him. Yeah.
He is not going to be a difficult player to move. Like clearly he's not happy. Okay, it should be a really easy job to get done. Actually,
you'd hope so. But I mean, I've seen reports that Amanda Staveley and her husband are interested in Spurs.
Yes, yeah, it's true. They said they weren't interested a couple months ago, but they definitely were looking around.
Oh yeah.
And they genuinely might do it, bro. They would do wonders. For
Yeah,
Spurs.
I know.
But if they get relegated, it's not happening.
Yeah,
but they might do it and just cut the price and buy them for half the price.
Yeah, I mean that would be the smart thing to do. But we will talk about Tottenham's relegation battle later.